I want to make sure that the size of these sprites are going to be the correct size for Fighter Factory. So before we go any further, I just want to import this in the Fighter Factory, and I'll show you how to do that real quick. Okay, so I have that open. Alright, and I'm going to put this in its own. Alright. Save as a PNG. Go to Fighter Factory. Go into the Sprites tab. And you go add one more Sprites. Just gotta put it here. You're really checking to make sure it is not gonna be like, instead of here to here, that it isn't from like here to here. Because that happened with Alucard, and I had to minimize them quite a bit. It took away the quality a little bit. Alright, so we're done with Fighter Factory. Just wanted to check on that size. Looks good. Go away. Now I'm gonna dedicate this next video to just working on the face. Go into my references. I have very, very little references for Shinoa. This is unacceptable. I should have way, way more, but this is just for the tutorial. So let me just get... I'll sample this one, and this one. I want it, and what I'm doing is I'm trying to find the best source for hues. Okay, so I'm gonna sample a hue, and with the skin, I want to make it at least 2 different colors for the skin. One for a mid-tone, one for a shadow, and a third one is going to be for like any kind of highlights, like you see a highlight right here, all over her cheek and stuff, because you have a light source coming this way. Okay, so even though I have the outline file, I'm going to make a completely new layer, and this is where the layers are going to start to pile up. I can have layers being like this eventually. And it's usually like limbs and body parts. Depends on how complex the character is, how many foreground and background layers she's gonna have. I'm gonna minimize this, or lower its opacity. And by the way, when it comes to editing these videos, I must have made that second part, the 2-parter, I must have recorded that about 7 or 8 times. I make a lot of mistakes, so if you make a lot of mistakes, don't give up, just keep going for it. Because it's going to work out if you eventually. Statistically, it's impossible to always fail. Okay, so that'll do for now. Looks accurate enough, but it does look like crap. That's because it's not done yet. This is why you never show a work in progress. But it's a tutorial, so I kind of had to. So when it comes to the face, you have the midpoint. She's at a 3/4 view, so this is the half of her face, and she's looking like. As of right now, she's looking like this. Alright. Which is what I want, because that's kind of how she normally stands according to this. She got her head turned down. At least it's supposed to look like she got her head turned down. It looks like it to me. And I'll lower that a little bit. Alright. I always name that CH for crosshair. Now, when it comes to the nose, generally, some people have smaller noses and bigger noses than other people. But it's usually going to be like, her face would normally be like right here, like, or her nose would normally end right here. But she kind of has a longer face. She has a longer nose. So it's going to be more like right here. It's not going to be that much different because it's pixel size. And then the list is going to be between those two. So the list is going to be like right here. Alright, and the eyes are going to be half the face. So here's half of the entire face. This is half of the face. So this is the not that.
This is the middle. No. 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 That's close.
There we go. That's the other half of her face, and this is the other half. No. There we go. There we go. That's the other half of her face. I generally have all of this lined up in my head, so I don't have to make all these lines, but I just wanted to show that to you. I usually just do that. Well, I always just do that. The size of her face, way smaller than the rest of her. Which kind of sucks, but is also kind of cool, because that means I can maximize what I have and add on more details to her. I do have to smooth everything out, though, is the problem. Oh, that's beautiful. Check that out. I just stumbled onto it. Sometimes that's all it takes. So I was gonna get rid of this now. And now the mouth. Trying to get a pinkish hue. I guess that'll work. I'm going to select everything that's mid-tone, so I'm not, and I could just go over it like this really quick. So now that I have the highlights over the midtones, I can erase all I want. And now all I gotta do is lower the opacity. Or if I want, I can go to images and go to adjustments and go to hue saturation. I can edit it a little bit. Or what I can do is double click on it, go to color overlay, match it to this color, and then just raise it up. Alright, and that's Chanel's face. Thanks for watching. This is going to take a lot of editing down this time. I just wanted to shoot back to you before I end the third video. So I did a couple of things here. One of the things I did to go from what, you know, the first segment was to this awesome face. One thing I did was I took the eyes and I raised them up a little bit. Oh, I gotta merge that. It took me a couple of walkaways. I had to walk away twice. And it wasn't that I just gave up. I was like, oh, I'm fed up. It was just like, because I can't do that. I actually can't leave the chair until I'm happy with it. But then I'll come back and I'm like, ugh, what's up with that? I gotta fix this. And yeah, I think this, when I edited it just now for the final time, I fixed maybe about 3 different things that are all very minor. The eye was a little too long. I just like I just changed this and that. Just keep pushing at it and you will eventually get it. And yeah, the hard part is over. Her costume is relatively simple, and I look forward to moving on to this next video. Thank you for watching.